Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Uchet. Today, quick one, let me quickly highlight what we are going to be discussing on this particular video. Now, if you look at this without any too much explanation, you will know that this is a flat slab design. Is that okay? As you can see the heading, architect Jasper flat slab. Can you see it now? So now looking at this, what we'll be talking about today is those errors that normally comes with a flat slab. How do you rectify it? The errors and solutions is what we are going to be dealing with in this particular video. Is that okay? The error that normally pop up during analysis. There are errors that comes up during analysis. How do you tackle those errors when they surface? What are the solutions to it? Is what we are going to be doing. Even in terms of your building model check, there is some error that will come up. How do you now remove it that will now have zero error? Is that okay? And removing it without causing any problem at the same time with your structure. So all of that we are going to be doing in this particular video. Is that okay? And I want to say, please sit tight and watch this video from beginning to the end, because there are laws that I'll be explaining. Is that okay? So for the modeling, you can see how we have perform the modeling. Can you see it? Perfectly modeled. And there's another thing you need to know. Another thing you need to know when it comes to flat slab is that your structure must be typical. Unlike beam, those core structure that has to do with beams and all of that. But when it comes to flat slab, your structure must be typical. In terms of your column, whatever column you're having on the ground floor must go up to the last floor. Nothing like changing of your column, because we know that actually slabs are not meant to carry column. What is meant to carry column is what is your beam. And in this case that we don't have any beam, automatically you know that you cannot be positioning your slab on what your column on what on slab. Is that okay? And the essence of that is because of what of punching. Is that okay? All right. I will establish that now, explain that as part of this video. Let's now see how we can analyze. First of all, analyze the structure, and then now see how we can now see those errors, and from there how to go about it. But before then, I want to say, give this video a thumbs up in case you have not done that. Is that okay? Because the more they like, the more YouTube make this video to go viral. Why are we doing this video? Is because a lot of questions have been coming. A lot of people have been designing a flat slab and they are encountering errors, not knowing how to go about it. So that is why we are doing this video. So I'm going to use this particular project to answer those questions. Is that okay? All right, and don't forget, this is a Protastructure 2022. Is that okay? Protastructure 2022. All of that have been said. Now let's start let's dive into the action. All right, so for me to start now my model. Definitely we are going to edit our materials. Is that okay? So I'll come now, let's go to analysis, then come to building analysis, click on this, then from there I'll come to my edit. Is that okay? I've done my load combination, so I'll come to this edit now. Default material means your superstructure. Is that okay? While your foundation floor talks about your substructure. So whatever thing I'm doing under default material now is as good I'm dealing with my superstructure. Is that okay? So now, since I'm under default material, I'll come to this place now. I want to choose my grade of concrete, and once I click on this, we can see different grades of concrete, and I will use grade 25. Excuse me, I'm using a grade 25. For me to confirm that, can you see characteristics compressive strength? You see it's showing me 20 and I want 25, so which means I'm coming to click on what 2530, not 2025. So 2530 gives me what a characteristics compressive strength of what of 25. So I'll now click on what apply to all, and then click on OK. Is that okay? So you can now see all of them are now grade 25. I'll come to this place now. I'm going to be using grade 410. Is that okay? 410, and click on apply to all, and then click on OK. Is that okay? That one I've been done. I'll also come to this foundation side and also do the same thing. It's okay, grade 25. Can you see it here? Grade 25 is also okay. Click on apply to all and click on OK, and come to this place. Already grade still is what grade 410, which is okay. I will now come back to this place now and click on this first grade 410, then to now choose my material for my members. Is that okay? So I'll now come here now and select my material. So I'm going to select this I'm selecting Y16 and Y20, Y16, Y16 and Y20. Okay, let's leave it like this. Is that okay? Alright, so for shear wall, I have the shear wall. I'm also going to use a Y12 and Y16. Okay. Alright, then also my beam, there's no beam, so I don't need to bother myself about beam. Is that okay? So I'll come to my slab. Yes, I have slab. I'm going to be using Y12 at the same time Y16. Is that okay? Y16. Is that okay? Alright, so having done that, then there's need for my foundation also. For my foundation, I'm using Y16. I'm not using a Y12. Is that okay? Looking at what is happening in terms of our grade of steel now. So I'll click on this one. Okay, Y16 is okay. Then remove all these other ones. Is that okay? So then come to my link. My link, I'm using Y10. I'm using Y10. Okay. Alright, haven't explained all of this now. I haven't done all of this. In this case, I've selected it. I'll come and click on OK. Okay, from OK, sorry, let me see. I saw something. Okay. Alright, so I'll now come to my OK now and click on foundation and also confirm that. Is that okay? Confirm it. Then click on edit. Then everything is what are intact. I'll click on what? On OK. Alright, so I'll click on also OK. Is that okay? Then finally OK. Now, I haven't done all of this now. Let's now first of all see the error that will pop up in terms of our building model check, because it's very important we do our building model check to see if there are errors. So click on this one, building model check, and click on start, and let's wait for it, those errors that we'll be having. If you can see, there are already errors showing rather. So you can now see we have what total number of errors is what 35 errors. So let's now see what is those errors. What are they talking about? So if you look at all of them, they are talking about what? Slab C's and column D's are what? Overlapping. Correct. Our slabs and column are overlapping. Definitely you should expect that when it comes to flat slab. You should expect that, because the way it's being modeled, we are talking of flat slab without column drop. Is that okay? So now, don't forget what we are dealing with is how to analyze flat slab and also solve those errors that comes with analyzing flat slab. Is that okay? That's our area of concentration, and that's what we are going to deal with. Is that okay? All right. Now looking at this now, I will now come here now. Can you see column inside slab panel checked? So I will now see what uncheck it. Is that okay? There's no problem. If you uncheck it, no problem. Is that okay? Then I'll now click on what? On start, and let's see what we are going to have if we are still going to be having those errors. Is that okay? Or those warnings. Is that okay? So you can now see building model check completed. Number of errors equal to what? Is equal to 0. This is how you go about error when you are when it comes to your slab and your column, overlapping in terms of flat slab. Is that okay? Having solved this problem now, I can now click on what? On close. Is that okay? And let's now come to this place now. But before we proceed, I want to say, if this is your first time, try and do what? And click on subscribe button, because by the time we release video, you'll be able to do what? To be notified by what? By the YouTube. That's very important. So not only that, if you also like this video, others who are looking for means of learning what we are discussing will be able to what? To learn through your clicking. You might not be producing the video, but I can bet you that by means of clicking, you are making the video to go viral and help other lives. Is that okay? So that is why each time you watch our video, we want to plead with you, try to do what? To click on like button and also subscribe if it's your first time. And don't forget, a lot of people have been talking to others about Ekidel, and they are actually, they have been calling us, asking questions, and by that we are doing what? We are answering those questions. Is that okay? So also tell others about Ekidel so that they can enroll for what? Ekidel mentorship, whereby they can be trained. Is that okay? Beyond what we are discussing right live on this video. Is that okay? All right, because there are other things that we might not be discussing. Why? Because that's not the area of specialization. Is that okay? Or that's not the area in which we are talking about, we are discussing in a particular video. Is that okay? All right. Having said that, now let's now analyze this structure and see the error that will be coming up. Is that okay? I'll click on analysis. Is that okay? I'm not designing, just to analyze. Is that okay? When you click on this, on any of this place, it means you want to design. But if you don't click on it and just go ahead, it means you are analyzing. Is that okay? That is the meaning. whereby all the load will be transferred, calculated, and be transferred to all the members. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. I'll now click on what? On building analysis. So let's wait for it. Is that okay? I'm not going to pause this video so that you'll be able to be watching what is happening. Is that okay? So that we watch what is happening. I will not pause so that it don't look as if I pause or I've done something hidden, but I want you to watch it and see it so that you know what to do when you are encountering that error. So you can see this error is very, very common. You can see axial load comparison warning difference between what decomposed slab and decomposed load and what and slab loading is what 94.89. yield line approach for beam load decomposed may not what be adequate for this model. So I'll just click on OK. Now you can see relative in this direction is okay, the other direction is not okay, so no problem. Click on OK. So let's now see, can you see axial load comparison report? Let's see the report. Is that okay? Let's see the report. So you can see the report. You can see for the dead load, you can see, and for the life load, you can see it here, and total load, you can see it, everything here. So life load, you can see all of them here. And if you look at what we are having here, say yield line approach for beam load decomposed may not be adequate for this model. So can you see it now? Likewise, we have a write up here, so no problem. I'll just click on what? On OK. All right, so how do you now solve it? Is that okay? I'm going to take you step by step. Is that okay? For that particular one now, I'll come here now. Once I come to this way, I'll come to share wall model. Then you can see finite element model, finite element share model. Check it. Is that okay? Once you have checked that, I'll now come to this what? Slab load again. Under the slab load, I have to do what? Include slab in building model. Can you see finite element mesh? You see, include slabs in building model. You have to check it. Is that okay? Then you now come here, come to this place. All this place must be checked because all the slabs we have from slab story 1 to story 4. Is that okay? All of them is what I want to mesh. Is that okay? So you have to select all of them, and once that one have been selected, is that okay? Once we have selected all these ones now, is that okay? Take it back inside. I can now go further. I will now come here. Can you see? Can you see this place? But before I talk about this place, let me also check this place so that you can see step by step of what you are going to be doing. Is that okay? So I will now go ahead. Can you see this place? Use decomposed slab load in mesh this. Can you see now? If you check this, that error will still pop up. Are we together? So if you check this, that error will still pop up. So you have to uncheck it. You know, before it was checked. So you have to uncheck this. You know, this one was not checked before, but I want to include this. And let's see what the kind of error that will pop up with this. So I'll click on this, but you have to uncheck this because if you are doing it for the first time, this place will be checked. You notice that it was checked. I just uncheck it, isn't it? So fine. And also this one, I just check it, isn't it? And I'll also come here and then select all of this. Is that okay? So I haven't done that now. The next thing, I'll now go back to my analysis and let's see. Let's continue. Let's do it again and let's see the kind of error that will also come up. Let me start. All right, so we have Ekidel mentorship class whereby we train a lot of engineers within the country, outside the country, and many have graduated with their certificates. Is that okay? So which can be presented anywhere in the world that they have gone through training in terms of structural design. Is that okay? So if you want to be part, I want to say, what are you waiting for? Why don't you just enroll to our Ekidel mentorship class? Is that okay? Whereby you'll be trained, whereby you'll be able to ask questions upon question, things that you don't understand, things that seems confusing, you'll be able to ask and all of them will be clarified, which now give you confidence because whatever project we are handling a live project, which will now make your confidence to become great. You have confidence in yourself because you have handled a live project, and some questions that need to be asked, you have asked and answer have been provided. The problem encountered, you have seen how they have been solved. So that's why it's very important, beyond just watching our videos, to also enroll for our Ekidel mentorship class. Yes, you can watch our video and design perfectly well, but there are other things that you might encounter that you might not know solution to them. Is that okay? But once you enroll, automatically those questions will be answered. Is that okay? All right, that is fine. And once you enroll, anytime you are having a live project, because you are already a past student of Ekidel, you can contact us at any time and we'll do what? We respond to you because you have passed through our classes and now you are facing a particular challenge which it was not faced before, but it will now help you to do what, to solve the problem, and from there your knowledge have been added. So that's the advantage, another advantages of what, of enrolling for our Ekidel mentorship class. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. So as I said, I'm not going to pause this, so let's leave it and see what we are going to get out of here. Is that okay? All right, while we are waiting for it, at this stage we also have what we call a Ekidel group. In this group, we always, we have so many engineers, experienced engineers, that when you have any challenge in the course of designing, you can easily post it, and when you post it, so many engineers will respond and help you solve the problem. Is that okay? And not only that, it's a place whereby you have in fact, you see different engineers within the country, outside the country. This one will bring his own opinion, and that person will bring his own opinion, our own opinion, and all of us will come to agreement and solve the problem. Is that okay? Based on experiences. Is that okay? That is why it's very important you also, join Ekidel group. Is that okay? Anybody can ask questions, and if you have answer to it, you can answer those questions. And if you don't have an answer to it, you wait for others who have the answer, and you answer the question, and from there you also learn. Is that okay? That's Ekidel group, which is very important. Is that okay? All right, so it's still analyzing. Let's see if that decomposed issue will appear, the difference between whatever will appear. Let's wait for it. It's rounding up. Or let's see another kind of warning that might also surface. Is that okay? So let's see it. So the main problem number one is that of a decompose, which we have seen. Is that okay? So how to solve it is what we are doing now. So let's see if it has actually been solved. Is that okay? All right, so we are still waiting. Let's wait for it. It's coming up. Let's wait for it. As I said, I'm not going to pause this video. So can you see it now? You can now see that the problem now is different from that of a decompose. And I'm going to tell you this. You see, if you look at warning, shell invalid geometry projectile, you can see shell, this whatever element is ignored in analysis. So therefore I'll click on OK. Let's wait for it. And let's see how that can be solved also. Is that okay? Can you see now that relative story drift satisfy the limit? Can you also see that relative story drift satisfy the limit, both X and Y? Okay, so I'll click on OK. Now, how do we now solve that one that we will not even see any error at all? So that warning will not be there, and our structure will still pass the analysis. Is that okay? I'll still come back to this place also. Come to this place, then come to slab, this thing, and then remove this include columns section in this, so it doesn't have any effect. Is that okay? It's still okay. So these two are very important for you to uncheck. Is that okay? Once you have checked this one, and you have also come to this place, you have checked this one, and come to this place, this particular place, you have checked this and this, as I've said, you have checked this, you have unchecked this, and you have come here and you have selected all of this, then you are good to go at this point now to now go and analyze finally. Is that okay? And click on this finally, and then let's start. Is that okay? So let's now start this. I'll click on start, and let's now see if indeed the error have been solved. Is that okay? All right, so don't forget to click on like button or give this video a thumbs up. Is that okay? So all right, let's wait for it. When it comes to loading or modeling your flat slab is very, very important. Your accuracy is very, very key. You must know how to model your flat slab. Why? Because your slab must not overlap. In the course of modeling, make sure your slab is not are not overlapping. Is that okay? I mean slab to slab. So there's a way you do that. So maybe in our subsequent video, I will show you how to model flat slab correctly. And don't forget, what we are dealing with is flat slab without column drop, which is most common. Is that okay? Is that okay? And how to now design it in terms of reinforcement that will pass the design. Maybe in our next video we'll also do that. Is that okay? That is two. And also, how do you know the thickness of your flat slab? It's very, very key, because based on code and principle, there's a requirement for that. Is that okay? For you to know the thickness of your slab, there's a calculation for that. Is that okay? And there's also a formula for that to know the thickness of your flat slab. There's a minimum thickness required, even though your area of panel of your slab is let's say 5 square meters. But based on principle and code, that 5 square meter, there's an expected thickness it should carry. Then if you now compare it with your own calculation, how do you now come about your judgment? So all of that will be done maybe in our next video when we are talking about what do you call it, modeling of our flat slab. Is that okay? All right, so that is why it's very important for you to subscribe, so that as we are releasing our video, you'll be notified. Is that okay? And watch them and also learn. And from there, don't forget to click on comment. Is that okay? To comment on this video as you are watching. Is that okay? All right, thank you. So let's wait for it, for everything to finish, and let's see if we have successfully done this. Is that okay? Very, very important. After which, I will now analyze this structure. Is that okay? I will start the analysis, then pause it. Once it has finished analyzing the structure, then we can now see the outcome of it. Is that okay? Can you see? Done successfully. Can you see? Perfect. No warning. The analysis have been done successfully. So this is how you go about solving the problem of what that normally come up with analyzing your flat slab. Is that okay? So at this junction now, I'm going to now be designing. Is that okay? I've analyzed already. So what I'm be doing now is to design. Is that okay? So since I've analyzed, I will not just go through this place. Is that okay? Let me just design my column. I'll close. Is that okay? You can see I'll close. I'll now come to my design. Is that I can come to column. Let me come to columns and let's see. You can see that they are not designed, so I'll now come here now. I'll now click on column design batch mode. Click on this and click on reselect. Is that okay? Then start. Is that okay? So now let's wait for it to design the structure, sorry, the column for us. Is that okay? How to design the slab, that one will be the next class. Is that okay? Maybe in subsequent video we'll be doing on slab, flat slab. I'll be doing that. And also when it comes to flat slab, don't forget you have to put your wall load where there are walls, and the best one to use is what is your line load. Is that okay? The best one to use, using your line load on those parts that will be carrying what your block wall. Is that okay? So just like architect is modeling, it's as good as you are also modeling it on top of your slab, because how your slab is going to be running all of that, sorry, how your walls, rather your block wall, are going to be arranged on the slab, the same way you use your line load to follow through. Is that okay? That is fine. All right, so let's wait for it. So as I said, let me pause this video so that it can finish. At this one I can pause it. Is that okay? So that to reduce the length of this video. Is that okay? Let's wait for it. You can see it's still analyzing. It's still analyzing. So you can see it from here. You can see it from here. They are analyzing. Sorry, they are designing, rather. Sorry, they are designing. The columns are going through design. Can you see column reinforcement design? Can you see it heading? Column reinforcement design. So can you see it's almost done? I just wait for it. I just wait for it. It's almost done. Almost done. This is 23 minutes plus. Okay, it's not long. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, you can see done. Everything's done. So I can now click on close. Is that okay? So you can see those ones that are failing. Can you see this one that are failing? Is that okay? So let's now come here now. Now from here, since I've closed, I'll now click on what? On where is my review? See my review. Click on design status and let's see. Can you see designed? Can you see even my what do you call it? Share wall. Can you see design? So you can now see the column that are failing. Is that okay? You can see the column that are failing. So in this case now, we are going to be working on the column that are failing. So let me just show you how to go about this column that is failing. So I can now click on this one particular one now, right click and click on section design, and let's wait for it to come up. So I will only do this one and we'll call it a day. Is that okay? So our next class, we now think of how to go about your modeling of your flat slab. Is that okay? Which now from there we know how to calculate your thickness of your flat slab. Is that okay? All right, so from here now, since the square column I'm using is going to be, let me say 400 for example. 400 with this utilization ratio 2.28. Let me see if 400 will go. Then update. After update, click on reset bar, then also click on interactive design, and let's wait for it. Okay, can you see it has passed the design? So but if you look at this one, it's showing us what you can see, this exclamation mark 3 in this direction. Is that okay? Now if you follow this one, yes, does it mean that our column is failing? No, it's not failing. The only thing is that it's just going through stress. In as much as that's giving your reinforcement, you can see your ND is okay, and your reinforcement that's giving your reinforcement, that there's no warning around this place. This one can be ignored. This one can be ignored. So since we have your 8Y20 is giving your reinforcement and no warning, and also this one is okay, then you can now click on OK. And if you look down here, you can now see, can you see utilization ratio is what? 0.96. Yes, so some might say it's too close to 1. They might want to increase it. Good and fine, but even with this, I can bet you that it's still okay. Is that okay? It's still perfectly okay. So you can now click on what? On OK, and let's see what we have done, and click somewhere else. So can you see it now? It has passed the design. Can you see? This one has passed the design. So that is it. That. Let's just do one more. Then right click and click on this, and let's see. Don't forget I'm using 400 by 400. So click on it. Actually, we need to know why is it failing. Is that okay? Let's come to this place now. Interactive design. Let's see. Can you see? Can you see what we are having? Steel bar cannot be selected. Section size is what is insufficient. I'll just click on OK. Then from here now, I can now increase it to what they call it, 400. Even though U ratio is about 3, so let's just use 400 and see. 400, sorry, not 4,000. 400 update, then reset bar, then interactive design. Let's see. If not, we might end up, can you see 0.81? Can you see 16Y20? Can you see it now? 16Y20. Click on OK. All right, it's still okay. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, it's okay. It's very okay. So I can now click on OK, and let's see what we have. Click somewhere else. Can you see it has passed the design? Can you see it now? So if you want to increase it more than that, that can be done. Is that okay? That's how to make your column pass the design. So if you now want to avoid in terms of detailing, you can just make everything 400 all through. This one also 400 all through, so that you now have what, two type of column, which one is what? One is 300 by 300. Am I correct? 350 by 350, while the other one is 400 by 400. As simple as that, you are done with your column detailing. Can you see it now? So it depends on you. Is that okay? All right, that is fine. Or you leave it like this. At the base, the first floor is 400, while from the second floor to the last one is 350 by 350. Once you have detailed one, automatically it represents others, whereby during your detailing you make it known where those columns are being located. Is that okay? All right, that is fine. You can now see also how we have loaded this edge, how we have this great curve. You can see perfect curve. Is that okay? That's why the knowledge of modeling is very, very key. Is that okay? How you can model something like this and without any issue. Can you see? So that is that. So thank you very much. Till I see you next time in our next video, I want to say thank you. Don't forget to click on the like button and also subscribe if this is your first time. Is that okay? And also enroll for our Ekidel mentorship training or class. Thanks so much, and God bless you. One love. Keep us together. Bye.